Today's sit-down video is a little bit different for me, but I'm kind of excited about this one because today I am going to be picking my June TBR out of my little TBR tub. I usually have a TBR jar, but since moving house, it's vanished. I have all of the books I'm going to be picking from today. Aim of the game, I'm going to be picking 6 books from my TBR pot, and hopefully that will be more than enough to get me through the next month. So in here I've put in 22 choices. Now this is not like other videos you see where there are prompts in here. There are actually the names of the books in here, and this is because I have a bit of an avoidance problem for my physical TBR. I don't know why, but I buy these lovely books, as you can see, and then the kind of excitement about reading a couple of them, the phase is gone. Which it shouldn't be, because I bought them for a reason. I wanted to read them, so why don't I read them? We have 20 books altogether on here, 10 of which are my not so anticipated, I think I've been avoiding them, and 10 of them are my most anticipated, I'm so excited to get to these, and the other 10 of these are those books that I've kind of been holding myself off because I don't want to read too much of my exciting stuff in one go. There are 2 special picks in here. One is for me to pick and decide my most anticipated read, and the other is my least anticipated. So I can either pick off of my TBR cart, or I can pick out of the other books on my TBR that just haven't made it to the TBR cart this month. Today I will be going through 6 of the books I choose. I will give you my predictions for their ratings, what I've been feeling about them so far, kind of the premise of each book. Later down the line in a weekly vlog, hopefully you will get to see me read these books. If not, you will definitely see my views, opinions, how I get on reading them over on my reading Instagram page, my Bookstagram page. So yeah, follow along if you want to see. All of these up here, minus The Mystery Guest and In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, I have not read. So let's get into it. Okay, so you guys can see I'm not cheating. I'm going to do it while looking at the camera and we'll just pick. Now I have to go with the book. I can complain all I like, but I have made sure that I've not stiffed myself over here, because at the end of the day I'm a mood reader and I don't want to give a book a poor rating just because I didn't fancy reading it in the first place. First one. Okay, so let's see. Is it upside down? What is it? Clockwork Angel. Clockwork Angel has been on the list of anticipated reads. So, 1 down, possibly more to go. Okay, so I found Clockwork Angel. The reason it was upstairs, not on the TBR cart, was because it was actually part of my May TBR and I haven't been able to get to it yet. So, that's kind of helpful. This is the next instalment in the Cassandra Clare universe. I have read City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass. Now the way I'm reading it is I'm splitting the Mortal Instruments in half and the Infernal Devices 3 will go in between. I think that Clockwork Angel will probably be a 3 stars. I absolutely adore the Mortal Instruments, and this is a new set of people that the characters I just haven't bonded with yet. So we'll see. We'll go for a 3 stars on this one. Let's go again. Oh no, I think this is one of my wild card ones. I knew it. I don't know if it's going to focus. I think at the moment my most anticipated read is my newest addition to my collection, and that's Lightlark by Aster. Now, I've heard so many people rave about this series. The next one is Nightbane. I think they're about to release the 3rd book, which is Skyshade, or don't quote me on that, I could be very wrong. But this is about the land of Lightlark that appears 100 days at a time to give...
Are you sure about that?
...the rulers of 6 realms a chance to fight to break the curses they each have. I need to get back into my fantasy and I am so excited for this. I am so excited to read this. So Lightlark is actually in the pot by itself. So when it comes, if I pick it, we'll take it out and we'll pick again. But I think this is probably going to be a 4.5, possibly even a 5 stars. I'm ignoring what everybody else says. I'm not reading Goodread reviews. Sometimes it ruins it, sometimes it helps me. I'm going to go in blind on this one. and I'm so excited. I have just heard a few booktubers talk about this. I reckon 4.5, 5 stars, but we'll see. Book number 3, let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have picked Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Now, I know I'm way behind the bandwagon on this one. I got this when it first came out. I saw it in the works. I went in the works about 3 or 4 times and I kept seeing it, and it was on offer for £5, literally as soon as it came out. I've had this so long and I just haven't had the chance to get to it yet, and I'm not gonna lie, it's mainly because the pages are so small. But Powerless was actually on my list of 10 anticipated reads. So that's 2 anticipated reads, including my most anticipated read. So I think we're doing well so far. From what other people have said about Powerless, I am mega excited to get going with this one. Lots of people have said it's a mixture between Hunger Games and like Divergent, I think. I could be getting that wrong. Honestly can't remember now. But this has been sat on my shelf, and every time I go to pick a new book, if I'm mood reading, I just bypass it, and I think it's because it's big, and I think it's because I've hyped it up in my head so much that I'm worried it's not going to live up to it, but we shall see. So Powerless is actually about land of elites who possess a certain power gifted to them by somebody, while there's also those who are just ordinary with no powers. And one day, an ordinary manages to save a prince's life. He believes she's an elite. He enters her into a competition to show off her powers, but she hasn't got any. This is a romantic fantasy, or fantasy romance, however you want to say it. I reckon this is going to be 4 stars, I think. We are halfway through. I have 3 books. I have 3 books more to pick. Let's see what we get. Can you read that? Oh, it's upside down, that's why. Woohoo! I just keep picking anticipated reads. Happy Place. We have Happy Place. Now, I've never read an Emily Henry book before, but a load of my friends that read have, and they have said that this book is such an easy read. The flow of the words, the way that Emily Henry writes her stories is great. I don't know why I've never read an Emily Henry book before, but I saw this in Tesco and I thought, go on then, I'll take it, I'll take it. So this is about a couple who go on holiday every year with their group of friends, but this time's different because they've actually been broken up 6 months. But they're, you know, keeping up with the impression and none of their friends know. But this year that they go on holiday is the last time that they will all be going together because the cottage they all go to is for sale. To me, that doesn't seem very enticing just by thinking about it, but if you really think about it, they've got to fake being in a relationship for the entire time of the holiday. Now, I'm really intrigued. It's like an odd twist on fake dating because they actually have dated and now they've broken up. I'm really interested to see where this goes. Do they get back together? Do they go their separate ways? Do the friends find out? Who knows? I reckon this is going to be a 3-star for me. Only because romance is not my forte in reading. I find them very much same old, same old. I love fantasy. But this is actually the first romance book we've got. So we will see. We are 4 most anticipated reads down. At this point, I kind of want a less anticipated read because I kind of want to get it off my TBR. But we are 3 fantasy, 1 romance. We have 2 books left. Let's get it. Okay, pick number 5. Ooh, Crooked Kingdom. So I only just recently read The Six of Crows. I finished the Shadow and Bone series not long ago as well. Went to watch the series on Netflix and realised that I can't until I finish the Six of Crows duology. I'm a little bit disappointed. I hate cracking my spines. And when I bought this, I thought it was fine. But it has the fattest crack right down the middle. I'm fuming. Anyway, Crooked Kingdom. I am so excited to see Kaz Brecker's crew back in action to see where this goes. We left on such a cliffhanger in Six of Crows. I just can't imagine what more danger and what more, you know, the bigger missions that they could get into after Six of Crows. So this says, Kaz Brecker and his crew pulled off a heist so daring even they didn't think they'd survive. But instead of divvying up a fat reward, they're fighting for their lives. Double-crossed and badly weakened, the crew is low on resources, allies and hope. Now we knew this from the last book, very interesting. I'm kind of hoping it starts where Six of Crows left off. I hope there's not too much of a jump because there was a massive cliffhanger. I reckon, what did I rate? I think I rated Six of Crows 4.5 stars. I reckon this has the potential to be a 5-star, if not 4, but we will see. Very excited to have this ticked off my list of series / duologies that I've started and not finished. That would be great. But yeah, Six of Crows, book 5 on the June TBR. What does that say? Threadneedle. Oh my goodness, I have picked some of the thickest books and I am the slowest reader. Now, this is one of the books that I bought back literally this time last year when I actually first started on my reading journey. And it was on offer at the local garden centre. I got that along with The Unwilling and The Iron Sword. I was big into my fantasy there. Magical universe where a girl grows up having had her auntie teach her all about how important it is to hide the magic and not use it. How much of an enemy it is to them. The dangers and its deadly consequences of magic. Okay. But she meets 2 people and they kind of enlighten her, open up her eyes about how she can see the world, use it to her advantage. And she sees London in a whole new light. But things start to happen. Anna starts to question whether her magic is a gift or a curse. This is a long book.
That's what she said.
I feel like it's going to be anywhere between a 2 and a 3.5, 4. But I'm glad to be finally having to get around to this, because it's been sat on my bookshelf for too long. When I bought it, I was so excited. Just didn't get to it because it was so big and I was a new reader. But now that I actually tackle books like this, like I'm reading Final Offer now by Lauren Asher, and that's way over 500 pages. That's like 580. We have our 6th and final book. 6 books for the month of June. Now, it might not seem a lot, but I'm a slow reader and at the moment it's taking me around 5 days to read each book. If you do the maths, you will probably figure out that I could read 6 books if I'm good enough. But there are other vlogs that I'm going to be doing, other videos that will help me along with these books. We have Threadneedle, Cricket Kingdom, Happy Place, Powerless, Clockwork Angel and Lightlark. I have all but one fantasies for this month. I usually like to switch. If I've read a romance, I'll read a fantasy. If I've read a fantasy, I'll read a thriller. And if I've read a thriller, I'll have to read a romance. This is going to be interesting. To be fair, this could set me up really nicely for a couple weeks of fantasy video. Like I said, if you don't see me reading these in any of my future videos this month, go on and head over to my Bookstagram where I will most definitely be rating and reviewing all of these, or go have a look at my reviews or my star ratings in Goodreads. So, this is what we've got. Thank you for watching. I massively appreciate your support. The first video I put up last week hit something stupid like 1.2k views in 2 days. I don't know what it is, whether it was because it was a weekly vlog or what, but thank you. Really appreciate that so much. I love doing this as a hobby. I've read, like I said, for over a year now, but I'd like to be able to share my views, and I enjoy editing. I enjoy filming these, and this kind of challenge is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've picked my TBR before out of a jar. You'll see that on my Bookstagram. And I've done funny little challenges, but the fact that I can share them with you, and I know that maybe sometimes some of you will want to watch those sorts of things, is so much more fun for me to interact with you when the time comes. So hopefully I will see you next Sunday at 8 PM. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you fancy. Please comment down below any recommendations, any views you have on these books, any ideas for future videos. I would be so grateful. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next week.